Hi there, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Capricorn, it's going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Your energy is very interesting here, Capricorn. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you also have the Sun in upright position. I feel that there is a part of you that longs. No, I'm not going to say that. I feel that you're kind of like created like, this is the type of person that I would like to become. Some of you are actually missing the old self or your old self, where you feel that, wow, like I missed that time when I feel so connected. I missed that time when I was feeling as if like I was free, or I felt really, really happy. I felt that everything was going well in my life. I kind of like missed it because at this present moment, what I have in my life right now doesn't fulfill me anymore. So you're kind of like strategizing or thinking of a way of how could you achieve what you've had before all of these things that has happened. Now, what are your challenges? You have the 10 of Wands and you also have the Hanged Man in upright position. One of your biggest challenges here is the waiting game. Okay, this waiting period, trying to see things from a different perspective, trying to accommodate, trying to enable, trying to understand something here has caused you to carry the burden by yourself. We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the past, from their side, they have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. From your side, you have the Hierophant and you also have the King of Pentacles. Now, I feel that in the past, you have somebody here who felt as if like the connection between you and them are very, very faded. Okay. It feels familiar for them. And for you, you also kind of like felt that way. Okay. And I feel that you've kind of like provided them with enough stability, security, active services to a point where they're like, you know what, maybe this is it. Maybe Capricorn is actually my person. Okay. Now, in the present moment, however, you have the Emperor and you also have the Moon. There's so many questions that is going on around your head when it comes to this connection at this present moment. And you don't really want to dwell with that. Okay. That's why I feel that you're strategizing so that you could get out of the period where you're in this Moon card. The Moon, the one way that I could explain the Moon card is because I've been in an island where there was no electricity at all. And I was walking in the forest and it was just lit by the moonlight. Fortunately, it was during the full moon. So it was, pretty bright. But that's what I'm trying to say. You are in a situation where the light or the truth or the clarity within the situation is very, very minimum. So you're trying to, you don't like that. You just don't like that situation when things are uncertain. You don't like it when you have a lot of questions that are being unanswered. You don't like living a life where there is a lack of clarity. So that's why I feel that your cardinal side right now, especially this week, is starting to come out to get to the root of the problem and how could you strategize yourself so that you could get your sense of security and your stability back again. From this person's side, however, they have the Five of Cups and they also have the Four of Pentacles in that preposition. I feel that this person at this present moment is, the feeling is pretty mutual. Okay. But they're much more emotional about it. Okay. I do see them going to the highest high and the lowest low. Sometimes they feel that they're very connected with you, and sometimes they feel that, you know what, I think I should just give up between me and Capricorn altogether. These turbulences that they are experiencing in the present moment led them to wanting to withdraw their energy by a lot so that they could protect. However, there's also a sense of them being extremely kind of like possessive over you. We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the future, you have the Star and you also have the King of Cups in upright position. I feel that in the future, you guys are going to get your wish fulfillment. I feel that you're no longer going to be at this place of the moon, but instead, I feel that you're going to get that kind of like clarity that you're seeking for in the present moment. We're going to see how in a moment. I feel that there's going to be like a lot of fun time that is going to happen in you as well. And I feel that there's going to be something here about an argument or a conflict that has been solved. Okay? Let's clarify here, Capricorn. So I want to clarify the Five of Cups. Especially if you guys are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or an Aries, you are very skeptical of this person. Every single thing that they have uttered, every single thing that they have messaged you about, or every single thing that they're telling you about, you're kind of like putting it under a bit of a scrutiny, okay? Now, from this person's side, it's very difficult for this person to give up on you, simply because, again, in the past, they felt that this was the one. You were the one, you know? This feels extremely fated between Capricorn and Capricorn is the one for me. So they're having a bit of a difficulties when it comes to letting you go completely. Okay? But especially with the Eight of Wands, I see like a very erratic type of energy. Regardless of whatever it is that they're saying or whatever it is that they're doing, the bottom line is that they're not ready to let you go, or they're not ready to lose you. Okay. Of the waiting game between you two. But Capricorn, you are more in the masculine energy than they are. Okay, regardless of the gender, in a way that this person at this present moment, because of this erratic, emotional mood swings that they are having at this present moment, they feel that, I'm just going to withdraw my energy. I'm going to protect my heart chakras. Capricorn has to be the one that comes to me for that. What you're going through is similar to what they're going through, but they're handling it a bit worse than you. Because I see you not really making this problem to take on like a domino effect into your life, whereas they are they can't control it. That's what I'm trying to say. So they're just waiting on you to ask the questions. They're waiting on you to open the conversation to solve this thing that you both have. They're waiting on you for your lead, I would say, to make certain of what this relationship is going and everything like that. So they're kind of like waiting for your cue, or they're waiting for your initiatives or your lead. However, in the future, Capricorn, let me clarify all of them. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think in the future, eventually, remember when I said that their mood swings or their emotional dynamic is very, very turbulent. There's going to be a point in time where they're feeling like, gosh, like I want to be with Capricorn. I can't handle it anymore. I feel so strongly for Capricorn. That's when I see you both having a bit of a good moment between each other. But this is the problem. See, I don't see any type of conversation that provides any sorts of clarity. It's more so on you getting okay with one another again, having a little bit of a sweet romantic moment for a little while, but no conversing about what's really important. You would have that, like that instant, I'm not going to say instant, but like a little bit of a honeymoon moment between the both of you where everything is okay, everything is fine, and then life goes on, relationship goes on, connection goes on like usual. But I think because of this, the conversation that isn't happening, the important conversation that is not happening, that leads to this person still having like a lot of wonders when it comes to this connection. This person somehow has a little bit of a separation anxiety. So when you're not really giving attention towards them, when you're not really being present, when you're not answering their calls, when you're not answering their text messages, they go into a stressful mode where it's a very erratic energy, Capricorn, okay? It's like when you're there, they're happy, they like it when you give them like a lot of intentions. But when you don't, and again, in life, you know, you can't just focus on one person, right? You have other things in your life as well. When you're actually giving your attention towards elsewhere, that's when I start seeing this person, you know, dealing with like a lot of anxieties, dealing with like a lot of questions in their head, feeling as if like the need for them to resist about this connection, feeling as if like, you know what, I'm going to do something that is very impulsive. It's a very erratic. I admire the feeling and I admire the fact that this person feels so strongly about you, but however, it's something that this person cannot control. That's why, you know, I've been saying all along, it's kind of like quite erratic. When you're there, when they can see you, it's good. But again, once you start giving your attention to, let's say, your work or your career or your family or your children or whatever, or your friends, that's when they start to have a bit of a anxieties when it comes to that. Like you're theirs and theirs only, and you could only pay attention to them and them only. Because if you don't, then this person is going to go through like a lot of these whirlwinds of emotions, and sometimes they could be a bit protesting or throwing like a bit of a tantrum when it comes to that. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Capricorn. So you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Magician, and you also have the Nine of Cups in upright position. One of the very thing that you've been missing in your life here is a lot to do with you feeling like yourself lately, right? Now, when it comes to you going back to feeling like yourself again, there's one thing that you need to remember, and that one thing has a lot to do with, it's okay sometimes to be selfish. You are not a social department where you got to always give to everybody. Sometimes you could actually put a limit on how much you could give attentions to somebody or how much you could give effort to people. Again, you're not a social department. Okay, so it's very important for you to start drawing the line, start drawing boundaries between what people can and can do. Because if not, once your emotions get triggered, it could actually ruin your day. And that isn't something that you want to have in your life, correct? So the first thing first is that you got to understand your limit, Capricorn. What is it that actually makes you a whole as a person? What kind of noise, what I mean by noise is what kind of triggers that you don't like to have in your life. Like for me, it's very simple. One of them is the YouTube comments. Bad YouTube comments is like a noise that I don't want to listen to. So it's just like, I just skip it. People who talk shits about me offline as well. Those are the noise that I don't like to worry about. So I feel that you need to know what are your limits. What are the things that you don't have to pay your mind to, or you don't have to pay your attention to. Those things are the things that is just going to disrupt my focus, and I'm just going to get away from me. I'm not going to take care of that. I'm not going to pay attention to that. It's just not important for me. What's important is my own emotional health and my own sanity. So I feel that it's very important for you to understand yourself and understand the limits and understand the noises that could potentially disrupt your focus in your goals of achieving, you know, your own sense of security and stability. Because I see you here having a very big masculine energy of you wanting to manifest. So when you want to manifest, when you want to pursue after something, there's some things here that you cannot pay attention, or you cannot allow it to disrupt your focus altogether. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Capricorn. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.